Now, when I say guides, I work with all types of beings. So beings of light, masters of light, ascended masters, high vibrational beings from other races, as well as angels, archangels, and my higher self and God source. Now, what is important that they keep showing me is that the first thing they showed me was that they showed me the organization of like Antifa, for instance, and other organizations used in like as a cause. And they showed me Antifa as being like pretending to have a cause, but their only true cause was working for the words Dark Lord, working for the Dark Lord. And their only true agenda is creating fear and chaos, okay? Now, it's important to start understanding how really, really real this is. It's so easy to hate other people, to hate the other races, you know, like racism so in our face. So hating somebody else who's a different race than us, or hating somebody who's a different political party or a different religion, or even a different sex. Now, right now, I feel like racism and the political parties is like probably at the top of the stress consciousness right now. And what Spirit really, really wants me to convey is that it's all an illusion for division. It is all an illusion to carry out their agenda. Okay? The only true war that is happening is between dark versus light. That is it. Okay? So if you are feeling hatred, anger, resentment, and all these things for anybody, you got to realize that you're falling for their tricks. Okay? And we're all guilty of this. This is just an honest truth that we need to start being aware of without like judging ourselves, but it's time to start recognizing that the truth is hatred, anger, violence, none of this comes from the light. None of this comes from the light, and none of this will work to bring unity consciousness. None of this will work to bring peace on earth. So if you're fueling your wounds, because that's what's good, that's what they're really good at, the darkness, whoever they're working through, these agencies, division, the media, control through money, through all these different things, they're so good at preying on our wounds. Okay, so if you're feeling justified to be violent, hateful, and ignorant to feed your cause, you have to realize is that you are not feeding the light, you are feeding the darkness. You're doing exactly what they want you to do. The only way to bring unity back to earth, to create peace on earth, is by first creating it within yourself. So all the wounds you have of racism, yeah, I get it, racism's real. People have really been segregated, people have really been injured by that. But when we're carrying the wounds, we're still carrying and anchoring that energy of racism, of hatred, of division. The only way to heal those wounds is first by healing within ourselves, and then bringing peace and unconditional love to others who are suffering. If you're trying to hurt somebody else because you've been hurt, you are perpetuating the cycle. The cycle will never end. You have to be willing to put your pain and your ego aside and decide what's more important. What does your heart truly desire? Because I believe that most people desire unconditional love and peace and harmony. The desire to be understood. And when we can start putting ourselves in that space, that is when miracles are created. That is when we can create a new world in peace. But if we're too busy hating those who we believe hate us, or hating those we believe deserve to be punished, or feeling justified to hurt others, emotionally or physically to justify our cause, then you have to really get real with yourself and realize you are feeding the problem. You're feeding the darkness. You are going further and further away from the thing you actually want, which is peace and love. You know, Spirit keeps telling me to be a lot more blunt and direct and honest about the messages I receive. Well, this is a big one. This is a really big one. You have to want it. You have to want peace and freedom more than you want like revenge or acceptance or, yeah, I would say those two are the big ones. So I encourage you to, you know, instead of every time you're wanting to hate somebody outside of yourself, to stop and look inward. Think, why do I hate them for this? And, you know, think about the times that you did something wrong and deserve to be forgiven, and forgive yourself and start bringing love and unity back into the world. That's what we need to be anchoring in. Hatred, violence has already been anchored in here for a really long time. It's time to pull those roots and start planting seeds and anchoring in peace and unconditional love and unity. Okay? Spirit also wants me to say that it's important to believe that peace on earth is possible. If you don't believe that it's even possible, then how could you ever attain it? They want you to understand that this is all happening for a reason. This chaos that is ensuing is happening for a reason, because it's like, you know, Spirit is shining a flashlight into all the corners and all the shadows so that it can be brought to light, so that it can be healed. So right now we're seeing all the cobwebs that have been hidden in the corners. But that's only so that they can now be filled with light. That we can move past this time of chaos and start creating peace on earth. That is the true timeline. That is the true destiny of earth, is living in a world of peace. And that is where the world is at right now. We've gone through all the different cycles. We've gone through all the cycles and all the learning and all the karmic cycles and everything. And we have reached a time on earth that it is here for creating peace on earth. And so hold that in your heart. Get real with yourself. Be willing to be honest with yourself and receive the truth, receive new information, accept that there might be more to the picture than we thought there was. And open our hearts to unlimited wealth of knowledge that the universe provides. Okay. I hope this reaches you well.